Greetings, brothers and sisters around the world. It is I, Comrade Zero, have returned to speak to you from underground in the United States of America in this blighted year of 2013. And right now, all the talk is about the United States government facing what's called sequestration on the 1st of March of this year. What that essentially means is bringing harsh austerity measures to try and shrink the government, which is the idol of the far right in this country. They want to have a world where they can have indentured servants, heavy property lines, lots of guns so they can shoot anyone that comes across their property lines. That's what this is all about. It doesn't make the rich any poorer. They still keep having what they have and getting more of it all the time. It's about reducing services to the poor. It's all about trying to gut things like Social Security, which has nothing to do with sequestration. But sequestration would put people on furloughs. This, of course, this is not good for anybody, and this is something that must be fought. But how it's going to be won, I don't know. There has to be some give and take by both sides. But remember for what it is. This is what the enemy wants. Shrink the government, make the poor poorer, which simply makes the poor more dependent on a capitalist system to feed them crumbs. Now, one other thing has been on my mind recently. Some time ago, the CNN talk show hosts had a discussion with Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones, of course, is a well-known figure on the right who's an anti-government, heavy on the conspiracy theories as explanation for everything. Now, what did Mr. Jones do? When he was faced with the topic of the possibility of some kind of sensible gun restrictions, he, of course, went completely off the top and screamed that if they tried to take the guns away, he would be facing 1776 again. This shows Mr. Jones's complete misunderstanding of history. A right-wing gun-toting revolution would be nothing like the 1776 revolution against the British colonies to create an independent United States of America. It would be nothing of the sort. It would just be a form of white terror. Them shooting anybody. It wouldn't be just them fighting the government. They'd be fighting anybody that they perceived was on the side of the government or that was against them. It would be nothing but right-wing white terror, with them feeling that they have the right to slaughter anybody who disagrees with them. Plus, their fantasies of being able to fight the government are ridiculous. I don't care how many guns you have in your home. People do not have the ability to fight off a modern army, what they would be bringing in tow. In fact, the government would be bringing so much, and this is both a scary thing and a good thing if you like having a powerful government, but it is scary that they would be able to wipe you off the boards before you got to fire a single round of your precious ammunition hoard. The other problem a right-wing gun revolution would bring is that, unlike successful revolutions through history, they always got help. Even when we've invaded Iraq and Afghanistan, the people that fought us had help coming in from the outside that we could not stop. We could not block it off. And as long as a rebellion has that constant influx, then the occupying or imperialist force has a very difficult time trying to stop that opposition. And that's what would happen if the gun-toting far right in this country decided to have their little anti-government rebellion at last. They would find they would have no allies on planet Earth. And there would be no way for them to be resupplied, and they would face eventual starvation and destruction. So such talk is simply madness. It doesn't understand the nature of revolution, especially the American Revolution of 1776. Yes, there were many farmers with guns, and there were militias that had weapons, but America was not able to win the war as quick as it did without the help of Britain's enemies, France, Spain, and the Netherlands. All of them, especially France, contributed with immense consequences positive to our side. So that took exterior assistance. So when Alex Jones wants to scream at that poor British fellow on CNN who's trying to be calm, if he wants to blow up like a volcano, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And remember, Alex Jones is part of a disinformation network on the right. Alex Jones talks a lot about how the government's responsible for 9/11 and all kinds of crazy evil conspiracy theories about pagans that worship owls being in control of the elite forces of the world and the Bilderberg Group and this sort of nonsense. Remember, Alex Jones is presenting disinformation. He is part of the anti-government right. He's also a big Christian. People miss this a lot about Jones. He goes on and on about, he's going to be on Jesus' side when Armageddon comes around. So remember who he is and remember who he's spouting off for. His line isn't much different from the John Birch Society. He's been around a lot longer than Alex Jones. So beware of ranting madmen. I'm going to cut this one a little short. I just had some things I just had to get out right now. So, Comrade Zero will leave you now with the following words. Workers of the world, unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains. You have a world to win.